What's up, peeps? Julian Williams here with The Distance. Another video for you guys this evening on Vladimir Klitschko, Alexander Povetkin. So apparently what happened is, I guess this week the fight was signed. It's going to happen sometime in October. It's going to be Alexander Povetkin versus Vladimir Klitschko, one of the fights that should have happened years ago. I mean, there was a few times the fight, could have happened, but it just didn't happen. I know it was signed for December 5th of 2008 when Povetkin became the mandatory after he defeated Eddie Chambers. And he became the IBF mandatory. And I guess he had a foot injury, which I think required surgery, and Hasim Rahman stepped in to face him instead. And I remember that day very vividly because I remember James Toney fought Freza Kendo and Demetrius Hopkins fought Kendall Holt that same day. So I do remember. I remember December 2008 quite well because there was a lot of good fights that month. I think Pacquiao fought De La Hoya at the 147-pound limit, and then you had the fight when Wama knocked the dude out, and he said that the mafia got involved and told him to throw the fight. And then there was another fight I know I'm missing at the top of my head, but it was a decent month, December 2008. So then the fight was supposed to happen again. Teddy Atlas became the trainer in Alexander Povetkin's corner, and Teddy Atlas said Alexander Povetkin isn't ready. I think he said he was sick when they were trying to do the purse bid and go over the details of the fight, and then he fought, and then he signed the fight. Someone else, I think it was Sam Peter's second time instead for the September bout in 2010. So then more stories and things of that nature. Eventually, Povetkin became an interim champion, while Vladimir was the regular champion. They all went in and they did their own thing for a couple years. Then we had the purse bid, which I believe was in May or April. And then the purse bid was supposed to be the richest purse bid in boxing history. Because I believe the one before that was Buster Douglas and Evander Holyfield years before. And I think that one was like 17 million, and then the purse bid for this one was like 23. Yeah, 23 million. So it has the richest purse bid. This is a long-awaited fight. I mean, we have been waiting for this fight for a few years now. It's finally happening. The same way with Klitschko Hay. I think that this is going to be a very, very much a career-defining moment for Alexander Povetkin. He's gotten in a lot of rounds. He's been in some good fights over the last few years. He's definitely prepared to face Klitschko at this point. And then, of course, Klitschko, on the other hand, he's still the number one heavyweight in the world. He's had quite a few defenses of the belts, and of course, the experience is going to play a factor for both fighters. Both of them. This fight comes down to adjustments and preparation. That's really what this fight comes down to. And also skill level. The question is, there's a lot of people that think Povetkin could go in and defeat Wladimir Klitschko. And there's people that think that Povetkin is not on Klitschko's level. So this is, like I said, this is going to be interesting. Up front. I mean, I'm not really going to choose a winner right now because this is one I have to study. Of course, we all know I'm a Klitschko fan. I get criticized for it. I am a Klitschko fan, hands down. So I think that if Klitschko is able to go in and defeat Povetkin, I think that he may retire as the champion if he goes in and he defeats Povetkin. Most likely. But I think that at this junction, on Klitschko's end, I think at this junction, I mean, you have fighters like Tyson Fury. You have David Price. I mean, if David Price goes in and he loses to Tony Thompson tomorrow, if he loses that rematch, then I mean, a Klitschko victory over Povetkin and a possible fight with Tyson Fury, I think, already his legacy is secure, in the sport of boxing. On the other hand, Povetkin needs this fight, to elevate himself, to the next level. Of course, he's probably going to have to fight Vitaly if he goes in and wins, but he's going to have to win this fight to elevate, himself to the next level. So he can actually, be the guy at heavyweight, to be the man at heavyweight. So anyway, peeps, let me know what you think. I'm out here for the night. Thanks for watching. That was The Distance.